What's going on, everyone? My name is Anthony and I'm the founder of Urva Prep Center, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of the history about our backstory and a little bit more information about our systems. In the next few videos I'm going to be going over actual guides on how to use our software and how to make sure you're set up with success for our service and make sure we are a good 3PL provider for you. But in this video it's just going to be an informative video. So 4 years ago I founded the company with a partner. We were just doing reshipping for StockX and Goat. My partner ended up getting busy a few months in. He rushed a frat, so he was at the University of Delaware. He was busy with that. So we went our separate ways, and then I continued growing the company. A few months later, I got our first warehouse, 1,000 square feet. A year after that, got a second warehouse, 3,600 square feet, and 2 months later, another 3,600 square foot unit in that same complex, and then another 1,800 square feet. So within 2 years of our founding, we were working with 10,000 square feet. I think we were operating that for like a year, and then we got our new location, which is the warehouse I'm in right now. That's a total of 25,000 square feet. So currently we have a total of 35,000 square feet, and we have between 50 to 60 employees, including a few mid-level managers, guys that are like supervising, admin employees, stuff along those lines. 25,000 square feet DE2, 10,000 square feet DE1. Currently we just run one client in DE1, a very large client, and then all of our other clients are in DE2. And we have around over 200 clients in DE2. But that's split between like very small clients, beginners that are only shipping 50 to 100 units a month, and then very large clients that are shipping upwards of 50,000 units per month. So we have a wide range of clients. Our overall vision as a prep center is to try to make the process as automated as possible. We invest a lot of money on the software side. I actually own a software company. It's called PrepFlow. I started the company for Urva. Me and the developer started because I really didn't like any of the solutions that were in the game. Prep Business, Prep Ship Hub, and Sheets are like the main three solutions, and in my opinion they're all terrible. Prep Business is okay, but like it's a clunky software. It's not very good, and another prep center owns it, so I didn't really want to deal with like I just didn't like the software. Wasn't a big fan of it. But yeah, Sheets not good for the clients, and then Prep Ship Hub, just I wasn't a fan of the solution. So that's why we made PrepFlow. And PrepFlow is a white labeled software that we made for Urva, but we also lease out to 10 to 15 other prep centers. That allows us to have some additional income, which allows us to reinvest on the software side and make the software better. We also invest a lot into machines. We currently have 4 shrink wrap machines, and this makes it so that we can prep your items quickly. We mainly use it for our larger accounts and like our larger OA and wholesale sellers, but these machines automatically seal your items, and then they automatically shrink them, so it's a very professional look. Instead of like having that like unprofessional polybag look, it's like a professional shrunk wrap to the item. It looks like you're buying it from like a large company, for example. So it may even lead to better reviews. I haven't had any clients said that, but I'm sure if somebody receives an item and it's shrunk wrapped nicely in a multi-pack, they're going to be a lot happier than if it's just thrown in a large polybag. But yeah, the main reason that I'm so interested in machines though as a prep center owner is because people are the most unreliable thing when it comes to prep centers. So most prep centers offer a bad service. Well, most prep centers that offer a bad service don't do it because they're bad people. They do it because they have an unreliable team. So if you have people, if you have a bunch of employees that are working for like the minimum wage, which is like $15 to $16 an hour, depending on the state, they're likely not going to be the most reliable people, and because like it's not like a career for them. So a lot of prep centers deal with like employees calling out every other day, and this makes them not be able to offer as good of a service to the clients, because they tell the client it's going to take a week for 50,000 units to get done, but then half of their team calls out, and it takes 3 weeks, and then they get backed up because they get more packages, and it's just like a never-ending loop. So our goal is to invest as much into machines and technology so that we can make the process more automated. We also do a lot of things on the software side to make it easier for our employees to process things quickly. So that's one of the things we do as well. But we're just very strict when it comes to people, and that's helped us out a lot. As time has gone on, we've just gotten stricter. I've hired more people that are directly responsible for people, and the thing that we're the strictest about is just attendance, right? A lot of prep centers are not able to overcome this, but we give people a warning, we give them their second warning, and then they're gone. So that makes it so our team is just a bunch of reliable people. Like most of our guys that are working here every day haven't called out at all. They haven't taken a sick day. They don't get sick, right? And again, some people get sick a bunch, but that's not the people we want working here, because if all of our employees are getting sick every week or every other week, then your guys' packages are getting done slower. And then like mistakes is a reason, like an issue that a lot of people have with other prep centers, and that's just bad training. So we have a lot of mid-level management employees. Well, not a lot, but like I think we have like 5 or 6. For the amount of employees that we have, which is between 50 to 60, that's a good ratio. It's like 1 to 10, right? And we have good KPI tracking and stuff. So we make sure our employees get stuff done quickly, and we make sure to hit standards. And then the way we operate is I just manage those mid-level managers off their KPIs. So for example, the person that's responsible for customer service at DE2 is required to maintain a certain KPI when it comes to response rates on the tickets. If he doesn't maintain that KPI, then there's an issue. And if it continues to happen, then we'll replace him. Same with the employees. Like they have to maintain a certain KPI with their accuracy, and if they make too many mistakes, we'll replace them. So we try to make good systems with everything, but that's a little bit about the history to our prep center. In terms of what we're currently doing, in terms of our process, I'll explain it, but this may change. So currently, most of our larger accounts, we do FTL shipping for, even some of our smaller accounts. But how this works is when we receive your inventory, we process it and prep it, and we either store or we ship it out right away, depending on your volume. But we do FTL consolidation. So Urva has a unique software solution that none of the other prep centers, even the ones that use our software, have, where we have the ability to mass spam placement options until everything aligns. So let's say, we have a client that has 2 pallets that needs to go to this warehouse, another client that has 1 pallet that has to go to this warehouse, and et cetera. We're able to align all the placement options as long as one of the items isn't like hazmat or oversized, and if so, we'll just exclude those items and ship them out separately. We're able to align all sellers' placement options and then just book FTLs and then ship it to Amazon. This allows the inventory to be checked in within 48 hours because FTLs, that's how they work. They just go straight to Amazon and they check in right away, like within 1 day. Like SPD takes like 3 weeks, so it's very slow, right? It also allows you to get very cheap inbound shipping. So our clients are seeing cheaper results than any other client, like any other prep center, I mean. So like it's always sub 50 cents a pound, including inbound placement cost, which is a lot cheaper than what other people are seeing when it comes to SPD, even optimized SPD. So yeah, that's a little bit about our solution. That's what we do for FBA. FBM is normal, right? D2C. We have same day shipping for orders placed by 7 a.m. If not, shipped out the next day. And yeah, that's a little bit about us, a little bit about our history. And in the next few videos, I'm going to be going over guides on how to correctly use our software. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, we do all customer service through the dashboard, so make sure to open a ticket there, and we'll make sure to get you situated.